Hey you! If you're enjoying Skyline REM and want to help make it happen, you can apply to join our backstage team in the description of this video. If you don't have the time or means, don't sweat it. Subscribe, leave a like, and enjoy the video instead.
Oh no. Oh, Unity.
Just fake it. I only know how to pull myself apart. I never thought I'd go this far, but I pulled the spark. It's over now. Run away, out of time. Find a place where I can never hide. I let it run, change, or even stop. Let it burn, I'll never be coming back. 'Cause I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm hoping somebody will say losing my mind. Cause I'm losing my mind.
You lean over the focal manipulator with your empty focus in hand. You place it in the center and reach to your right to grasp the different crystals that Penelope collected for you. Penelope herself stands nearby, her nose stuck in a book as you work. I'm not sure you understand just how lucky you are, Rex. Huh? Lucky? You said you found that focus in some ruins with the Gil Striders, yes? You nod. Well, there are more nuanced details to that story. You figure you'd spare her the excessive details. Besides, you're fairly certain Arden might not want you talking with the dreamscape portion to everyone you meet. More or less? Yes. She hums to herself. Foci aren't very common in this part of the world, she states. That is, unless you decided to create one yourself. It's fortunate that you managed to find one. I guess so. Wait, you can create them? How do you do that? I believe that's a lesson for another time. You have a spell to finish, don't you? She looks back down at her book. I must admit, when you came to me with your concept for the spell, I was surprised. Of all the things you wish to create, I hadn't expected you to choose a healing spell. Let's just say I got inspired. You smile cheekily before you turn back to the manipulator. You place a crimson crystal into the center. Penelope introduced this crystal as Victus, based on the aspect for life, followed by a turquoise crystal. You're not sure what the turquoise crystal means, but Penelope says it will create the cloud effect you're looking for. You step back to watch. As you recall from your first time creating a spell, the crystal glows and circles around the focus mystically. It takes no time at all for the crystal to entirely disintegrate and for the focus to gain its crimson hue. Yes! This is it! You scoop the focus out of the manipulator and slot it into your gauntlet triumphantly. You hold it up to the light. I did it, Penelope! Look! It's just how I imagined it! You excitedly channel the power of the focus through your gauntlet. A thick red mist spawns from around you and envelops the room. Penelope looks up from her book once more to cough and fan away the mist. Yes, Rex. Impressive work. With this spell, I can heal my friends and beat up undead things! I'm shocked that you're aware of such a weakness in the undead, Penelope murmurs as the mist fades away. She looks back down at her book as her brow furrows in deep contemplation. She thumbs to a different page carefully, her eyes narrow. Hey, you okay? You seem pretty distracted right now. Huh? Oh! She blinks at you and shakes her head. My apologies, Rex. If I'm being honest, I have been rather distracted lately. She looks back down at the book, and her eyes scan over one particular page. Actually, do you mind if we test something, Rex? I have a hypothesis that I need your assistance with. Sure. Well, it's not gonna hurt, right? It shouldn't. Shouldn't or won't? It shouldn't. Uh-oh. Just relax, she says. She closes her book after she slides a small parchment into its folds to mark her page. Follow me to my office, all right? All right. Sure. Now let's lock that away. Oh, hello. And hi, guys. I hope you're doing great right now. I got a new spell! Well, okay, it's the same spell I already got, but I got it back! And for real this time! Oh, well, here's her office. Hello. Penelope moves gracefully behind her desk, before grabbing the back of her chair and carefully relocating it to the side. From a drawer beneath her desk, she withdraws 2 metal bowls stacked one over the other. She separates them and places them both on the tabletop as you watch her in confusion. The book she was previously holding is set aside as she continues to work diligently. Joe, what are we doing? She doesn't answer you. Once the bowls are placed on the table, she reaches into some pouches at her hip to remove some handfuls of strange, multicolored dust. She pours a portion of the dust into each of the bowls before taking out her wand. It is sleek and elegant, much like her, with carvings and engravings lining its length. She clears her throat as her wand hovers over the bowls. She flicks the tip of her wand over each bowl before reciting a word. Ignire. You jump back in surprise as both bowls ignite with flames. The bowl on the left produces a large, pure white fire that glitters in the candlelight. The bowl on the right, however, is enveloped in a pitch-black flame that seemingly gives off no light. Penelope gestures to you with her free hand as she puts her wand away. Now, Rex, I would like you to place your hand into the lighter flame. You want what? You place your hands behind your back in protest. You said this shouldn't hurt, Penelope! I'm not putting my hand on fire! If I wanted to burn myself, I'd ask Ellis for a crash course! Penelope holds her gaze and sighs. Just trust me. I'm not trying to burn you, Rex. However, making contact with the fire is a necessary part of my experiment. I wasn't lying when I said it should not hurt you. Yeah, but... Your voice is cut off in your throat as you stare between the 2 bowls. You glance back up at Penelope, only to see her patient gaze fixated on you. You gulp and take a hesitant step closer. Penelope motions to the light flames on the left. Even without speaking, you know exactly what she wants from you. You squeeze your eyes shut and quickly shove your hand into the fire. Your body flinches as it expects to feel an intolerable heat. However, you don't feel a thing. There's no heat, no pain, nothing. Well, how is it? Penelope inquires. She frowns at your expression. You're not writhing in agony, so I can only assume the temperature is pleasant. It's fine. I don't feel anything. Is that normal? I see. She nods slowly and brings a hand to her chin. She doesn't answer your question. Now, could you try to do the same with the other bowl? With a bit more confidence, you step to the right and place your hand into the darker flame. Just like before, it's as though the fire weren't even there. Penelope's eyebrow raises at your lack of response. Do you feel anything this time? Nope. Nothing. Nothing with either flame, she mutters to herself. She reaches for her book once again and flips to the page she noted down before. Her eyes skim over the words, and you notice her make the occasional glance up in your direction. Penelope. You tilt your head at her. What's going on? She pauses for a moment before gently placing her book on the desk. Rex, could you please sit? Okay. You slowly take a seat while Penelope clears off the tabletop. She blows out the flames before returning the bowls to the underside of her desk. She sets her wand down before moving her seat back to its original position. That experiment of mine, she begins to explain as she sits down, was meant to identify the measure of energy within an individual. Wait, energy? What does that mean? Every being in REM has varying quantities of light and dark magic in their soul, she says. However, these amounts can change depending on an individual's identity. Each race has a different natural equilibrium, which makes their soul more inclined towards light or dark. For example, a human is perfectly balanced between the two energies, while a dread, like you, is more inclined to dark magic. Right, I think I remember someone mentioning dark energy before. She nods before continuing. Now, the braziers I presented you with held flames that were inclined to either pure energy. As a dread, you should have reacted negatively to the lighter flame, as it contained a concentrated amount of light magic. But you didn't. Additionally, you did not even react positively to the darker flame. Her jaw tightens. That means you are neither light nor dark in nature. You are nothing. What does that mean? I have no idea. She purses her lips. I've never encountered someone like you before. For some reason, you are not inclined to either energy, despite being a dread. There is not a single trace of light or dark magic within you. She leans back in her chair and considers the facts before her. This is entirely unprecedented. I have no idea what to make of this. In fact, I'm rather stumped. So am I dying? Am I okay? I don't know, Rex. Although I highly doubt you're dying, she admits. To be honest, I had my suspicions that there was something strange about you when I tried to scan you during your first lesson. I thought the scanner was just broken, but when I brought it back up to my office and tested it, it worked perfectly. What am I supposed to do now? The best thing you can do is to not worry about it, she expresses. I know that it's jarring to suddenly hear that you are not normal. However, this strange quirk does not seem to affect you in any obvious ways. Therefore, I can conclude that it doesn't seem to be an active detriment. She stands up from her seat to walk over to your side of the room. You aren't ill, and you're able to still use magic just like any other. Your behavior is entirely normal, even if your solar energy is not. So, for now, you may continue to live out your days as you normally do. In the meantime, I will look into this myself. I promise you that I will get to the bottom of this, Rex. All right. If you say so. That is all I wanted to test today, she concludes. Congratulations on your new spell. I'm certain it will make a fine addition to your arsenal. She gives you a smile as she gently places a hand on your shoulder. Try not to overthink things, and leave the research to me. We will talk again during your next lesson. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Yeah, you too, Penelope. Thanks, I think. Huh? I'm confused. I am nothing? I am neither? Hi, Queen. Graham, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. But how am I? But I can't. Then how does? What? But how? What does? Can I? How? Why? What? Okay. Alright. Don't overthink things. You're right. You are right. I shouldn't overthink it. She told me not to overthink it. I shouldn't overthink it. Immune to fire? I think I'm immune to whatever weird fire that was. Ella's fire? Definitely not. Nope, nah. That stuff's still hot. So, what? That was... So you can have, like, pure light and pure dark. That's cool. Now that's awesome. You should overthink. Alright. Well, great. Cool. Let's just figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of our day, I guess. That newfound information. I mean, it shouldn't change what we're doing, right? Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. And people still studying in here. It's crazy how they do that. Oh, we need to keep heading down. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. Hello. Good luck on the flower study. Huh. I'll never get over how wicked that thing looks. Do some squats? You think the squats will fix it? Take care, flowers. Your thoughts are interrupted by a loud and jarring conversation that sounds from nearby. Hey, you two quit messing around with things! It took me all day to organize these dumb books. If Penelope sees this, I'll never hear the end of it. Let me not, Hopper! Solus and I are just browsing! Isn't that right, Solus? Somber, I found a muffin behind this bookcase. I do not recommend eating it, Solus! Unity knows how long it has been there! Huh? You glance in the direction of the chaos to find Solus and Somber rummaging around the various bookshelves that dot the room. Harper flutters around them in distress as Solus tosses books off the shelves and Somber grabs at a number of the texts in interest. Don't just throw them! Be careful with that! Hey, watch the feathers! The harpy cries at the siblings. We shall be out of your hair in a moment! Somber assures her. Since there was nothing at the library, I can only conclude that something must be here! Wait, hang on. Solus? Somber? The siblings immediately snap their heads in your direction. Rex! Solus jumps to her feet. She rushes toward you and bends her knees, preparing to pounce. Solus, no! Not in the library, people! Harper protests. Ah! Solus knocks you to the floor and giggles. Your head spins and you groan as you try to sit up, only to find the cat girl on top of you. Good morning! She beams happily. Oh dear! I'm so terribly sorry, Rex! Somber walks over to you to help you and Solus to your feet. It's fine. I probably should have expected that. What are you two doing here? You inquire. We're trying to find a special book. Solus raised her hand to answer you. Indeed!
Arthur sent us on official Gil Strider business to locate any information within arcane texts that could shed light on the identity of the strange shard we found in the mines!
Oh. Right, I almost forgot about this.
We were just in the middle of our search when you arrived.
Somber explains as he turns back to the disaster of books behind him. He blinks, as though he's only now realizing the sheer magnitude of the mess.
Yeah, you see it now?
The harpy rolls her eyes.
My sincerest apologies, Harper!
Somber clasps his hands together in front of him.
Allow me to clean this up effective immediately!
Here, I can help you guys. You, Solus, and Sombra all approach the pile. You kneel down next to it and begin to place books back on their respective shelves. However, a couple of minutes into your cleaning endeavors, Sombra gasps.
Wait a moment! This may be it!
You turn back to him as he holds up a book from the pile.
This could be the exact text we're looking for! Well done, Solus! What do you mean, well done?
Harper exclaims.
She's the one who made this mess in the first place!
I mean, her mess did help them find the book, though.
Don't encourage them, guy!
The harpy hisses at you.
This is brilliant!
Sombra announces. He stands up and looks back at Harper.
Would you mind if we borrowed this book, Harper? It's quite important for our research!
The harpy pauses.
Look, I'm all for researching and all that, but taking books out of the tower isn't really up to me. We'd have to go upstairs and ask Penelope first. Come on, please,
Solus begs.
We promised to give it right back. In one piece.
Harper raises an eyebrow.
Almost certainly,
Sombra nods.
I assure you that I shall take excellent care of this book. And you're sure you'll give it back? Super sure.
Solus nods enthusiastically.
You have our word. All right, fine.
The harpy relents.
But you gotta finish cleaning up your mess before you go.
Yeah, it's fair. You and the siblings return to your work on the pile, and in a matter of minutes, you manage to return every book to its respective shelf. You wipe your brow and glance back at Solus and Somber, who marvel over the book.
This should confirm our theories on the shard's origin.
Somber beams.
How exciting!
Hey, do you guys mind if I tag along? I did help recover the shard after all. You advocate for yourself. I want to know what its deal is. Not to mention where it came from.
Of course,
Somber nods.
We'd be thrilled to have you, Rex. In fact, I believe Arthur is quite interested in speaking with you again, especially considering your far more recent endeavors. We can show you all the cool stuff we learned, too. Come on, let's go.
Solus jumps up and down excitedly as she tugs on your hand. Awesome! I'm right behind you guys. Alrighty, we ready to move out? This guy's always studying in that corner. I think that's his favorite desk. And that's not the staircase! Harper needs maybe, yeah, actually. She's always running errands. And I always forget how busy this place always seems to be. The great outdoors. I always forget how nice it is until I'm back out in it. Wow, look at that sky.
Rex!
What?
Hey, I've been looking for you.
Uh-huh. You greet one another as Somber and Solus suddenly approach. Somber smiles at Lily in recognition.
Hello, Lily! A pleasure to see you in a rally!
Somber shouts.
Hey, do you have a second by any chance? I wanted to ask you.
Lily pauses as she glances between the two siblings.
What are you guys up to? I didn't expect to see you here.
We frequent this part of the city quite often,
Somber states.
We buy from a ton of the cool magic-y shops for books and spells and stuff.
Solus nods in agreement.
Oh, and pretty sparkly crystals.
I just met up with them in the tower, actually.
Oh, do they take magic classes too?
Lily tilts her head curiously. Actually, they were here on other business.
We were searching for a particular book. We are in the process of identifying the strange shard we recovered from the mines.
Yeah,
Oh!
Lily's eyes light up.
Right, you were looking into the shard. How's that going?
She frowns.
I'm still don't fully. I can read English. I still don't feel like I fully understand what happened down there, and I know Sasha's been pretty curious too. It'd be nice to finally get some answers.
We're quite close to a breakthrough, actually.
Somber thinks the book we've read has the answers.
Solus's mouth curls into a feline grin.
You're gonna show Arthur what we found to see if he agrees.
Oh, I see.
Lily considers this.
In that case, do you think I can tag along? I'd love to help get to the bottom of this.
Of course. Rex is already joining us in returning to the Gil Striders Guild Hall. We'd be more than happy to lead you there as well.
It'd be like another adventure! Only this time, instead of going outside the city, we're going across it.
So, you coming with?
Well, if you guys don't mind.
Extraordinary! Never would you anticipated to get not one but two companions on a journey!
Yay, friends!
Come along, both of you!
Somber waves you along without hesitation.
Arthur shall be absolutely delighted to see you both!
Alrighty. Somber and Solus rush ahead excitedly. They laugh and talk to one another about their current affairs, although you don't make out much of what they're saying. You watch them go for a moment before Rex turns to Lily. Did you say you needed me for something?
Oh, yeah, so we can start walking and talk about it, but
Oh, sure.
yeah, basically, so you know magic, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it much, but I was trying to set up my own crew to essentially help make money for the guild.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people in my group, they're a magic user. Well, sort of. They kind of don't know it very well. And I figured you might be able to help because you're also a magic user.
Do they also have a gauntlet?
No. Shoot, they do that. They do something else. What is it called? Viridescence.
Oh, I don't know anything about viridescence.
Like nothing at all?
I mean, not really. I know Penelope teaches a lot of lessons on that stuff, but I've been learning more Thaumcraft because that's what my book talks about.
I was kind of hoping you'd be my saving grace here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just really hard because I don't know magic myself, so it's kind of hard to help teach someone something that I don't understand myself.
Yeah, I mean, my book's helpful, but sometimes I can't make sense of what it says. And I need Penelope in order to explain some things. I can
That
only
seems to
imagine
be
how
the
hard it
issue.
is.
Yeah. I'll figure something out.
Like, sometimes
Thanks for
my
that
book will
help,
mention, like, some really cool stuff, like, Golomancy, for example. But it doesn't really get into the specifics on how you do it, just in the theoretics, I guess.
No, I get what you're saying, though. It just doesn't exactly fix anything.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I was just passing by someone.
Oh, you're so polite.
Oh, there's a lot of people in the city.
Yeah, I guess I'm so used to Dell's attitude of just keep moving and don't say anything.
Huh.
She's very to the point.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of people you meet. Well, there's there's her, then there was the news reporter, and then the other
No.
news reporter,
Ugh.
and then, the merchant.
Oh, Allison?
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to her earlier today.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out how to recreate those arrows.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Well, I made one of the explosives. And I was trying out how to figure it out with like some potions and whatnot to make the others.
Huh. That's cool. I actually made the, check this out. Well, bang!
Hey, nice!
Yeah! It works
If I need
too.
healing, I'll call her.
I smoked out a room.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's been a while since I've been back here.
They went this way.
Oh, we go this way.
Hi!
One of the Gil Striders works at dusting off a particularly ancient artifact. She hums as she works, brushing debris and rocks onto the table. Another member of the guild who stands nearby coughs in response to the sudden plumes of dust. He waves his hands in front of his face. Eleanor, you're getting dust in my eyes!
Oh, sorry! I guess I got carried away.
No worries, just maybe try to brush more that way. You guys need healing? I'm not gonna do that.
No! You're gonna probably scare these folks. Poor souls.
Ah, this place is so huge. I always forget
is
that there's so
really
many
big.
people. Oh. Hey, careful! Coming through! Jump out of the way as the Gil Strider walks through the area, lugging a huge ladder under his arm. Terribly sorry! Somber shouts an apology to him. Don't worry about it. I just didn't want to drop this on you. You're going to see Arthur, right? Mm-hmm. He's upstairs in the open room on the left of his office. You should be good to head up.
Thanks. Good luck with the ladder carrying.
That was helpful.
Gonna duck? Right.
A couple of Gil Striders are gathered around a table. Each one has a plate of food in front of them as they discuss. Yeah, but why would the Arthur purposefully foreshadow the Queen's ascension if she plans it at the last minute?
Who knows? But that's what I heard from the interview in the paper. She didn't plan for anything in that final installment of the story. She didn't even really want to make another, but after the first three were so successful, how could she not?
Money's money. I just wish they would at least got a better ending out of it.
I hate when that happens too. It's like, when a show goes on for a super long time and they just don't know how to end it.
Yeah. Or
But
when
it's
you can tell that
popular.
it's like been rushed. And it's
Yeah.
kind of sad because you could see the
Mhm.
potential. Yeah. You all approach Arthur as he considers the strange blackened shard with a keen eye.
The sharp edges and brittle surface here imply some form of breakage or fragmentation.
He mutters quietly as he jots down notes on a clipboard.
Delilah, would you mind handing me that scanner?
Of course, Arthur.
The young woman near him smiles. She reaches onto his desk and takes out a hexagonal device. Rex instantly recognizes this as the same scanner Penelope and Somber used in the past to examine an item's magical aspects.
Hey, Arthur. Sorry if we're intruding on your work.
Arthur glances up from the scanner as you approach.
Ah, Somber and Solus, I see you've returned. And you brought guests.
The older man hands the scanner back to the woman, Delilah, before walking over to greet you both with a firm and respectful handshake.
It's nice to see you both again. Rex and Lily, was it? What brings you back to the Guildhall?
We heard you were looking into the shard. Somber even said you were close to a breakthrough.
You'd be correct. We've been working hard at identifying this shard for some time, and after consulting with some colleagues and a couple of older texts, I have a theory. However, I can't confirm said theory unless... Somber, did you manage to find anything?
Indeed I did! Somber steps forward to present Arthur with the book.
Wonderful. If you could just watch the shard to make sure it remains stable, Delilah.
That thing is super dangerous. Nothing happened while you were studying it, right?
No.
Arthur shakes his head.
There's no need to worry yourself. We've been keeping a careful eye on the shard to ensure it doesn't cause any drastic changes in this environment.
He flips through the book.
Besides, we're no strangers to dangerous artifacts. We're well equipped to not only study it, but to also contain its power. The casing we've sealed it in suppresses magic effects, so we're perfectly safe.
So, what do you think it might be?
Let's see.
The older man frowns as he thumbs over each page.
What am I looking for, Somber? I believe it is on page 57,
Somber states.
I made sure to reread the book on the way here.
But you read that entire thing while we were walking.
Not entirely, but he did skim over several pages to absorb as much information as possible.
Somber's a super fast reader. He reads all the time. I thought I told you before.
I guess I just didn't fully get it until now. Arthur carefully reads over the page Somber pointed out to him.
I see. Yes.
He moves back over to the shard. He tilts his head and looks up and down between the page and the object before him before nodding.
That must be it. I don't see any way it couldn't be.
What's it?
I think we've successfully identified this object.
Arthur states as he closes the book.
Wait, seriously? Then what is it?
It's a shard of a crown. Obviously, we knew it had to be a piece of something larger, but I wasn't able to confirm what the larger object would be until I read through the passage. All the details seem to match up, from the shade to the effects the shard has on the land in this realm. You see, this crown the shard came from is not of REM origin.
Oh, what do you mean? It's from another world?
I wouldn't say it's from another world, but rather another realm. The land of REM is at the center of several different realms, each one in perfect balance with the others. The corruption observed in the mines was a dark infestation caused by this crown shard from the nether realm.
He looks back at the book and runs his hand over the cover.
Presumably these crowns were worn by incredibly strong beings in the nether realm, and were capable of spreading their dark influence in the form of fire and brimstone.
That's not terrifying at all.
Thankfully, this is only one piece of the crown.
Arthur continues. He passes the book to Delilah, who suddenly finds her hands full. Delilah blinks at the items in her grip before awkwardly passing the scanner to Somber. He takes it happily as Solus looks through the scanner with glittering eyes.
And seeing as this is only a small fragment, it is much less dangerous than a crown itself. However, even with this identification of the shard, it still leaves several questions. For example, how did an artifact from the nether realm make it into REM?
I'm not sure. But I do know it was put in the mines on purpose. I don't know how much Solus and Somber told you, but when we went into the mines, we faced off against some creepy hooded people. Rex narrates the tale. They were cultists from the Lacrim Edict.
Solus and Somber did mention that. Due to the reputation the edict has, I'm certain this was placed here for exclusively nefarious purposes. After all, such an object is not a common find. It was located and planted deliberately.
Yeah, and it could have cost Sasha her life.
Those cult people don't know who they're messing with, Solus hisses. We gotta get to the bottom of this before they end up making another big mess. They're gonna regret trapping me and Somber up on a ledge, and all the other stuff too.
Solus is correct.
Somber agrees. He places the scanner into his pocket before crossing his arms.
This is a threat that could become catastrophic if not kept in check.
But where do we even start? Not only is it rare we ever see cultists, but they got their hands on some pretty powerful magic. The first guy I met, Alvar, he could conjure all sorts of scary monsters from a book. And then the people in the mines with their portal magic.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if it was something that you voiced in the past. Arthur!
I'm not sure either. Suddenly, a young girl rushes into the fray. She's covered in sweat and panting. As she enters the room, she places her hands on her knees, her body wobbling as though she were seconds away from falling over. Rex instantly recognizes her as Leia, another Gil Strider he met during his trip outside of the city.
Hey, are you okay?
Nellie instantly takes the girl's side to check on her. She nods weakly.
Yeah, I'm okay. But there's an emergency.
What's wrong, Leia? What happened?
Arthur asks, his brow furrowed in concern.
You're shaking, dear.
I was trying to get some runes to the east when I saw something horrible.
Was it the Silverwings again?
If that burn guy is causing more problems... No, it wasn't Silverwings. It was something else.
She takes out a map and holds it in front of her. She motions to the part of the map carefully.
I was right over here, marking down a couple of final details and landmarks, when I saw this bright flash of red light. When I looked over, I saw this strange figure step out of a dark, swirling crimson portal. I didn't get a good look, but they had this energy about them that shook me to my core. Wait, did you say crimson portal?
Lily glances back at Rex, Solus, and Somber.
Isn't that convenient? Speak of the devil and they shall appear.
You don't think this strange figure could be the person conjuring the portals in the mines, do you?
Only one way to find out.
Miley affirms as she stands up straight and looks back at Leia.
Leia, right? Can we borrow that map?
The girl nods before handing it to you.
I saw the portal right over here. I can circle the spot for you. Yeah, thank you.
Leia circles a spot on the map where she saw the crimson portal. Arthur hesitates as you all huddle around the map.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
He says, concerned.
I'm already apprehensive about taking action against Silverwings, but if these portals are created by someone in the Olacrum Edict...
He shakes his head.
The Edict is far more dangerous than petty treasure thieves. There are some very powerful mages in their midst.
I wouldn't worry about us. We managed to beat them up back in the mines, so it should be no problem. I can get a new spell in my arsenal, so I can keep us nice and healthy while we explore.
We'll be safe. And if things are looking bad, we'll come back as soon as possible. But this is the best lead we could ask for. We can catch the peoples responsible and figure out what they were up to all in one move.
Arthur listens to your arguments carefully, before sighing.
I suppose you're right. Just be careful and stay aware of your surroundings. Report back to me before the end of the day. Be safe.
You got it. Hey, you guys in?
How could we possibly miss out on this opportunity? These individuals have so much to answer for.
Yeah, let's go beat them up. I get a cool lightning spell with their name on it.
I simply have many questions. Somber sweats nervously.
I'm not much of a fighter, so I believe I'll leave that to the rest of you.
Fair enough. Let's head out, gang.
All right.
Let's do this. I'm excited to get into a scrap again. Lily stares at the map and frowns.
I think it should be right up here somewhere.
She mutters under her breath as she squints at the countryside.
Where?
I don't know.
Lily groans. Her fingers crinkle the edges of the map in frustration.
I'm not used to reading these kinds of maps. I have no idea where we're going.
Why didn't you say so? There's no shame in having difficulties with a map. I'm quite good with them.
In that case, maybe you should take over then. Are we even going the right way?
And Somber blinks as Lily shoves the map into his grip.
Let me see here.
He's silent for a moment as he glances over the map, before eventually nodding.
You've done an excellent job up to this point. Well, you're on the right track to finding Leia's ruins. I just need to move more northward.
He looks up at the sun's position in the sky and back down at the map. He removes a compass from his pocket and uses it to confirm his direction.
Ah! That way!
Remind me to bring Somber every time I'm going into the wilderness.
It is imperative that you be prepared for anything outside the city. While I'm capable of navigating, Solus is capable of fending off the wild creatures. Every skill is necessary for successful exploration.
What? I didn't think of it like that.
Oh, you forgot about snacks, Somber.
Solus rushes to his side.
Those are also important.
Right you are, Solus.
Somber agrees with her.
Now, if you'll all follow me, we'll find these ruins any moment now.
You got it.
Okay, lead the way. Honestly, I totally had no confidence in where we were going.
The countryside is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I feel like every
It's
time we
so
go out
open.
into it, we end up somewhere completely different. You know?
That's true, actually. Oh, wolf!
The wolf!
Sorry, bud!
Just scare him off. There you
Alright,
go.
Here we go.
You injured?
We're running for the hills. Oh, I actually wasn't, but thank you. I
Dang.
feel refreshed. No, I feel refreshed. Give me a little boost.
Pick me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruins.
Oh, wow.
This is definitely a structure. Looks like an arch.
More wolves!
Oh, you're right. Go away.
Oh, there's a lot of dogs!
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Ah!
I got a bunch of them off of you. Unfortunately, they're all on me now.
Alright, well, I guess that's a trade-off.
All right.
Good?
Yeah.
You need to pick me up?
Woo! Feeling good.
We sell them this for extra cash? What an idea.
Pick-me-ups?
The pick-me-ups, we start charging.
Oh, dang. Well.
It's the frugal mindset. I see some boars.
Oh, you're right. I wonder how many ruins there are.
Yeah, right? See, like whenever they said they started popping up, I never really like
There's so
understood
many.
the magnitude of it. But it's like
Yeah.
they're everywhere. You don't need to walk for a long time and you find some.
I can only imagine what it was like when they first started popping up.
Yeah. And look at this. There's so many dotting around.
No, there's a lot in this area for sure.
Oh, I don't see the weird like the little golem guys.
Oh, yeah, those kind of give me the creeps.
Really, they're adorable.
Yeah.
Their heads are like way smaller than the rest of their bodies by like a
They're
significant
disproportional.
margin.
It's strange.
It's funny.
Kind
I
of
see boars.
Oh, I'll scare them off.
Yeah!
Ow, 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 ow.
Are you okay? Heal yourself. Heal yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
Need to pick me up.
You gotta You gotta pay for it though.
I gotta charge myself.
Yeah, clearly.
It's to pay for upkeep. Alrighty.
There really are so many.
It's beautiful countryside. Looks like there's a ridge up ahead. And some kind
Yeah.
of there's like an entrance on the side. Do you see that?
Oh yeah. Some sort of like.
You look up at the ruins in awe. Even after all this time in the world of REM, the sight of ruins continue to be a breathtaking experience.
Is this the place?
I turns to Somber for confirmation.
Indeed!
Somber nods as he looks back down at the map.
This is the spot that Leia circled.
I don't see any crimson portals. Rix glances around the area skeptically. Maybe we just missed them.
I hope not. If that's the case, then we came all the way out here for nothing.
Come on out, evil portal people!
Solus shouts.
I got a bone to pick with you!
She hisses in a catty manner.
Okay, maybe shouting for them isn't the best idea.
We must go about this cautiously, Solus.
Somber reminds her. His tone is mildly more serious than normal.
Like Arthur said, we're dealing with some rather dark forces. The Lacom Edict is not to be easily trifled with.
But Somber, they trapped us on that ledge in the mines! And they totally messed up Sasha with their evil shard thingy! They gotta pay for that!
I do not disagree with you. I believe we need to take this threat quite seriously if we wish to return to Arrowin safely.
Yeah, Somber's right. These Edict people are total weirdos.
Do any of you guys have more information on them? I still don't know much other than that they seem a bit bonkers.
I'm not too knowledgeable either. But when I met that one cultist months ago, I asked Alice about the Edict. Even she seemed freaked out.
Lacom Edict is a cult that worships a dark god, Somber states. As such, they rely on the dark arcane arts for power.
Yeah, that tracks with what Alice said, too.
Alright then,
Let's keep our eyes peeled and try to be as stealthy as possible. Since we don't see any signs of crimson portals out here, to possibly beat us inside. Hopefully we can catch them by surprise.
And that means we'll have to be quiet.
Miley says. She glances back at Solus and Somber.
Think you guys can do that?
Solus and Somber glance at one another before nodding simultaneously.
quiet as a mouse!
Even quieter than a mouse!
Oh boy.
Alright, should we head into the cave now?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Hope for the best. Oh, I'm getting deja vu.
Yeah, but you have to admit it's pretty.
Whoa. It reminds me of you remember the temple?
Where we came from. Yeah. I remember all right.
Wow. Look at how tall the ceilings are.
Yeah. Makes the house I'm in lately look like a shack.
Jeez. There's I could not touch that if I tried. Just
It's so ornate.
I can't jump that high.
You need a boost?
This is under. This is like right beneath the surface.
Yeah. Maybe a little entrance like that could lead here.
How many more of these do you think there are around?
I have no idea.
Wow.
But based on the amount of ruins we see up there, who knows how many are down here?
Time is a crazy thing. Just buries stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, how is that even? They just appeared. How do ruins just appear? Oh, whatever. It hurts my brain every time I think about it.
Everything about this world hurts, but...
Is this another thing that's too expensive to even look at? Yeah. I'm feeling my wallet's getting drained for looking around.
Look at this!
They carved the stone!
Yeah!
And it's still, like, held up. It's, like, weathered, but...
I mean, that's how you know it's done well, I guess.
I mean, look at those. Like, that marble. There's etchings.
You're right.
I don't know what they are. Those are etchings.
And the doors, too. They're so grand.
Yeah. And that one.
Yeah.
You look up at the tall, carved ceiling in awe.
And the architecture is beautiful. And it reminds me of all the places we've been.
Yeah, right? All these ruins feel the same. The similarities are striking. And that's why many of us Gil Striders believe these ruins belong to the same ancient civilization. Yeah, you mentioned a civilization before. We still don't know how old it is, right? That's correct. Somber nods.
All we know is that they're super old. Way older than Erowin.
It's a piece of history that's not left many records of its existence until the Awakening.
Weird.
You eventually make it to the end of the hallway, where a single door stands in your path. A door is large and regal, carved from the finest marble. There are a couple of blemishes and cracks in the stone now. That doesn't make it any less impressive. Whoa. That's a big door.
No kidding.
It appears rather heavy as well, Sombre confirms. We'll have to force it open together.
Solus rolls up her sleeves.
Easy peasy.
We just have to be careful about the structural integrity of these ruins.
Not to mention how loud this door is, and how it could be when we open it. If the edict is inside, we don't want to alert them that we're here. We want to have the upper hand in our encounter.
Yeah, what she said.
All right then.
Sombre nods at this statement.
Together. Let's do it.
Your group of 4 approaches the door. You reach out your arms toward the smooth surface. However, before you manage to even get a finger on the door, you feel the ground beneath you tremble. Rex cries out as the ground suddenly breaks underneath you. You hear the wind rushing by your ears as you descend quickly into the darkness below, rocks falling all around you and the cries of your companions drowned out by the ruins crumbling.
Solus!
Sombre!
Your head spins as your eyes flutter open once again. You sit up to try and shake off your dizziness. A distant voice mutters to your right,
Oh god, where? Wait.
The voice sounds muffled and panicked. You rub your skull, and your vision starts to clear up. You look around the ruined chamber you now find yourself in. A shadow paces back and forth on the ride, stealing your attention as you try to regain your footing.
Solis! Solis! Where are you?
Somber?
Rex!
The young man shouts as he rushes to your side.
Are you alright?
He takes your hand and helps you as you stumble forward.
Careful, we already took quite the tumble. I'm certain you're not keen on falling a second time.
What happened?
I'm not sure. I think the floor fell out underneath us when we tried to open that door.
He looks around the area anxiously.
Lily and Solus aren't here. I don't know where they went. We must have gotten separated in the fall, but...
You notice his hands begin to shake and tremble. Are you okay?
We must find them, Rex!
His voice breaks as he looks at you with pleading eyes.
What if they're discovered by the Alacom Edict? What if they're in terrible danger? What if...
He pauses.
What if Solus is all alone? How can we know for certain she's with Lily? What if the fall injured her? What if she's lost and she doesn't know how to find me?
He lets go of you and begins to pace.
Oh no, this is terrible, utterly terrible!
Somber, relax.
Solus!
He starts to call out.
Solus, are you out there? Can you hear me? Please answer!
His breathing quickens slightly. You gulp as you step forward and take his hands carefully. Look, okay, it's going to be fine. I promise. We will find Lily and Solus. Zomber stares at you for a moment as he tries to calm himself down.
Okay. You're right. Now's not the time to lose my head.
Still, he's hesitant.
Please be alright, Solus.
What should we do now?
There's a path ahead of us,
Zomber says.
but we'll need to move carefully. There could be more traps or instability in the foundations of these ruins. If we end up getting stuck somewhere further down, we may never find Lily and Solus, or they may never find us.
Morbid. You shiver.
Additionally, if the edict is here, I'm certain they'll be on high alert after my hysterics. My apologies.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's like you said, we'll just have to be extra careful.
Oh, boy.
No, I guess he came down there. It's also out of the question of getting back out that way. Jeez. This place is tall, too. Can barely even see the ceiling. Alright. Let's keep going. You see that? Alright, don't sweat it. I got this. Here, you creepy crawly. Here, you. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Ah! Ah! Oh, no more! There we go. And one more. Okay. Alright. Easy. I hope there aren't more. But this place looks a bit more dilapidated. This door fall down? Poor door. Oh, of course there's bats. Man! Lily! Solus! I don't hear anyone. Okay, coast clear. Room looks safe. Alright. There's water. Looks like a leak of some kind. That's a lot of water. Pretty place, though. Really pretty place, actually. What's this carpet? Oh, it feels hardened. I guess it must be really old. Hey, check this out. As you continue to explore the ruins, you notice a couple of stray papers scattered in the corner of the chamber. You narrow your eyes as you hesitantly approach them before kneeling down and picking them up. Somber takes note of your movement and glances over at you.
Is everything alright, Rex? Found any clues?
Maybe. Let's see here. You unfold the pages to read the text.
Finally! After all this time, I found the perfect place to crash. It's exhausting having to run around from place to place like this. On one hand, it's a great chance to see the rest of the world. But on the other, some of these Outlanders are just tiresome. I guess it's not so bad. It can be a bit boring just watching over everything, but it's better to bide my time and wait for the right moment to greet them personally. Especially considering the last time I had to step into their adventure more directly. Hopefully, I can just take a bit to relax here. Staying in these ruins is like hiding in plain sight. Only thing this place lacks is company.
You frown at the information. The words seem too modern to be anything ancient. How is that possible? Hey, do you have any thoughts on this, Somber?
I'm not sure.
Somber admits. He takes the papers from you gently to read over them himself.
Tone's unlike anything I would expect to find in here. However, the exterior of the ruins did not imply there was any breach in its integrity.
You nod in agreement. I thought the same thing. Do you think if we managed to fall down here, someone else could be stuck too?
That would seem quite deliberate. I would not refer to them as stuck, but instead refer to them as squatting.
What kind of person wants to live in ruins?
Someone who wishes to hide, apparently.
Somber explains as he hands you the papers once more.
If we're lucky, this ruin squatter will mean us no harm, and a doorway out of here. Perhaps they'll even assist us in locating Solus and Lily.
Hey, good point. Maybe there's somewhere around here. Big door. It's not budging. Well, that's why. It's like solid. Oh, crap. I guess we'll find a way around. Oh. You are familiar. You and Somber observe the statue carefully. You frown at it. Is this a statue of Unity?
That's correct, Somber nods. Several of the ruins that have been uncovered by the Awakening Container image, so that's not surprising.
Still, Somber places his hands on his hips and adjusts his glasses.
What I find interesting is the condition of this statue.
What about the condition?
It hardly fits into the scenery, don't you think?
Somber inquires.
It's in pristine condition, with only a few cracks and blemishes on its exterior. Beyond that, given the state of these ruins, I would expect it to be far more destroyed.
Curiously, Somber withdraws his scanner and holds it up to the statue.
Perhaps.
You look over his shoulder casually as he scans over the statue. Instantly, the scanner displays a number of symbols over the statue. Somber's eyes widen.
That's quite fascinating.
What do those symbols mean?
This statue appears to hold a great deal of light energy,
Somber explains.
I'm certain there's a reason for its presence here, but I cannot say for certain what it is.
You look back up at the scanner with your own eyes. You carefully observe every detail and piece of damaged stone to locate any sort of secret. You notice a couple of strange cracks and damages around the hands, which are outstretched, as if to ask for something. Hey, Somber, look at this. I think this statue's missing a piece.
You're right,
Somber agrees as he notes down the same damages.
Perhaps that's the key, then.
There's definitely a trick here. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something that fits in the statue? Or at least some instructions on what to do with it. Somber lightly chuckles.
Instructions would be ideal, but I highly doubt that in ruins like these.
Yeah, good point. Alright. Let's see. I see more bats up ahead. Alrighty. Let's scare them off. Whoa. Spider! The eyes are terrifying! Ah! Come on. That's enough of you. Okay. Couple more bats. Yeah. Alrighty. Great. Oh, cool. I think we're safe. Huh. Alright. What is this? You slowly pick up a dusty tome from atop the altar. You blow the dust off the cover and cough. Oh man, this thing's definitely been here for a while. Somber tilts his head and stands at your side as you open the book. You flip through the pages in confusion. Wait, what the heck? The heck's this book? I can't even read anything! Only a few pages are still legible, but you instantly find that all of the words are in a language you don't even understand. You swivel the book left and right, even hold it upside down, but you don't know what to make of the tome. Allow me to take a look at it. You carefully hand the book over to Somber, who reads over the words carefully. Ah, yes, that would be why. This book is written in the viridescent language. What, huh? As in the same language as all those viridescent spells. How's that even possible? You said these Unity runes were possibly centuries old. How could there be a book of viridescent spells down here? Actually, it's highly believed that viridescence was one of the first types of magic in REM. They say that ancient humans uncovered magical properties in the flora and fauna of Mythos, and crafted the practice of viridescence from there. Huh. I had no idea it would be that old. Also, I'm not certain this is a book of spells, he corrects you. This passage here, Deum precor salutem, translates roughly to, I pray to a god for salvation. This is more likely a prayer book than a spell book. Wait, you can translate this stuff too? Indeed, he says. After all, I am the one who must teach Solus new spells. He pauses. His body tenses up at the mention of his missing sister, but he shakes it off and closes the book. Perhaps we may continue forward. Quickly. He stores the book under his arm to take with him. Yeah, right, sorry. Got a little distracted there. Candles are still lit. Someone light these? I have no idea. Hey, there's another book! Look at this! You notice a couple pages scattered on the ground near the altar. You go to pick them up and read over their contents. The handwriting is the same as the previous papers. This world's so strange. Energy I feel from everyone's unlike anything from where I come from. It's so balanced and orderly, it's kind of throwing me off. That's not to say I dislike this place. It's very colorful and bright. I could get used to it. I've already seen a good amount of it with all the running around I've had to do. Being unfamiliar with something doesn't immediately make it bad. Agreed. I've been staying near Erwin for a while to watch over all the little travelers as they enter the gates. So far, so good. Haven't had to intervene anywhere, so no one's on the brink of death. But mundane life sure isn't as intriguing to me as the adventures and the stakes. Here's to hoping they end up finding their way to the ruins eventually. There's a couple who look promising, actually. I'll have to keep an extra close eye on them. Huh. Anything interesting in those papers, Rex? I don't know yet. I still can't get a clear read on the writer or what they're up to. It's a little unnerving. Still, it may prove useful as we progress. Yeah, I'm hanging on to them, don't worry. Let's keep going. Alrighty. Looks like there's another door. That doesn't budge. Alright. Got these stairs. Looks like they collapsed a little bit. This is cool. What a pretty room. You said there was like a prayer book? Seems religious in nature. The statue. Wonder if they worship unity. Yeah, I'm overthinking things.
Stay back!
Careful, Salbert!
Don't worry, I got. Ah! Spiders! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is this? Ah! I'm being attacked by a rock! And it's not a funny looking rock! What is that?
Alright, we're good. Where did you go? Wow, say what you will. You are really good at hiding. Alright. Huh. Whoa. Check that out there. What? What? No! Stop it! What are these things? Some of them just move!
Stop it!
Okay. You know what? The silver lining is, at least they're old, so they get toppled over easily. I think we're good. I think. I'm keeping an eye on you, mister. No, you were. Ow!
Oh, why did he punch a rock statue? Oh, okay. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh. All right. You know what? You're fine. You passed the test. You good? You're good. You're not. Go down. No. Stop it. Stop. Ah! I got my eye on you. You don't move. You don't move. All right, we're good. All right. Cool. This room is dark. Jeez, I can barely see anything. Looks like there's a lot of bats, too. Oh, it's spiders! I didn't even see the spiders! Alright, we're fine. Come on! Some more spiders! How many? Go away! Why? Oh, I hate these things. Okay. Coast looks clear. What's this chamber? This is pretty. It's like a pool of some kind. It's the water. Ooh, yeah, that water is cold. Just like the other water. Huh. Yeah, I'm watching you. Alright, now we're good. Nice! Why was that my reward?
No! I need pick me up! No! Stop it! No!
Oh no! Oh, no! Oh, that was so close!
Stop it!
These things mean business! I can't see through my own cloud. Alright, no, we're good. You gotta go. I'm sorry. Leave me be. Alright? Okay, cool. Oh. Wow. I am so thankful to have this spell. Oh, it looks like this collapsed. Dang. I'm not going that way. Statues. That's a dead end.
Belle,
benches. Oh, that's cool. Alright, sorry. Whoa! I feel like I've seen these before! You put your hands on your hips, considering the barrier in front of you. What gives? You state loudly. What kind of ancient ruins still have active magical barriers in front of them? You'd be quite surprised, actually, Somber states. Perhaps there's a way around. Yeah, if we're lucky. You experimentally punch at the barricade. I'd rather just find a way through! Ugh! You kick the barrier next, but the kick causes you to stumble and trip down the steps. Somber rushes down to check on you. You huff in embarrassment and frustration as you look back up at the barrier. However, you notice an engraving at the very top of the magic barrier you hadn't noticed before. Wait, huh? You point up to it. What's that? Somber follows your motion and notices the engraving. He carefully reads it aloud. Egredere et viam tuam excute, he says. Is that more of the viridescent language? What's it say? It reads, go forth and forge your own path. Oh, huh. What's that supposed to mean? I've no idea, Zomber sighs. You stand back up as he continues. It could just be another inspirational Unity quotation. Or it's a clue, you grin. A clue to what? The way through the barrier? If that were the case, what would this clue be referring to? No idea. Let's look around and find out. Interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that. At all, actually. There's a lot of rocks. There's water. It's a stone. It looks a little bit different. Huh. You stare at the rune in confusion. Hey, Somber? What does this mean? He glances over the rune for a moment. It's an ancient symbol meaning heart. Oh, you blink in surprise. That's actually kind of cute. Somber glances around the area. Given the state of this room, I can only conclude that this was a sort of a bathhouse. Is it uncommon to find inspiring runes or symbols plastered about? Uh-huh. That explains the water, I guess. Weird runes. Anything back here? With all the water. Jeez. Oh yeah, there's another one right here. You come across a second rune, and once again, you call Somber over. What about this rune? What does it mean? That symbol refers to the word soul, Somber states. That makes sense. Trinity's whole thing is about souls, right? Or, no, afterlights. That's right, Somber smiles gently. Unity protects the afterlights of all those alive or have lived. Any runes referring to her light and her grace would naturally speak of souls with high regard. Huh. That's pretty cool. Ooh. There's so many just littered around. You find a third rune behind a wall. Before you even speak, Somber walks behind you to translate it. This rune refers to the word destiny, Somber explains. It could also translate into fate or path, but it's commonly just referred to as the first option. Hang on. Path? Correct? Somber nods. You stare at him for some time until he makes the same realization as you. You don't think this is what the statement above the barriers was referring to? It seems pretty convenient, you admit. The mysterious magic barrier says forge your own path. And there just happens to be a rune meaning path in the same room?
That's true, he acquiesces. But even if that's the case, what should we do with the rune? Forge, huh?
And you look down at your gauntlet and equip your fire spell.
You forge things with fire, right? Let's blast it! Like, perhaps we should think about this before.
Sombra doesn't get the chance to stop you as you raise your fist up to the rune and begin to burn it with your magic. Behind the flames, the rune begins to glow and shine. You bring your fist away to watch the glow get brighter and brighter, outlining the runic engraving.
Come on!
After a moment, the barricades at the top of the stairs disappear, and the glow on the rune fades into nothingness.
Yes! We got it! Nice going, Somber!
I didn't do much besides translate. Don't be so modest. Getting a dinner without you, man.
Let's go explore!
Woohoo! High five, baby!
Yeah!
Alrighty. No more barriers, huh?
Yeah!
Oh, it's so dark up here. Looks like a bunch of
Simon Somber! Ah, why do these things move?
Enough of you. Alright, any others? Any one of you feel like being extra lively today? I have my eyes on you. How about you?
Ah! Stop it! Ah!
Whoa. Okay. Coast is clear, I think. More benches up here. Guess this really was like a little bathroom. Oh, look at the view. That's nice. This has a lid on it. Ugh. Hey! Look what I got! Thinking we might be able to use this on one of the doors? Maybe? Let's try it out. Not sure which one. Maybe we could try the closest one first. I don't remember seeing a keyhole though. Maybe I just didn't look close enough. Huh. You're right, it does have the words vault key engraved on it. Huh? Huh? Wait, did I miss something? Oh, crap! They're papers! You approach the various tables and chairs to further investigate the area. A couple more loose papers catch your eyes, and you read over their contents carefully.
Took those travelers long enough to get on the right track. They sure know how to keep me waiting. Feels like I've been staying dormant for ages. But, lo and behold, today 2 of them found their way to the dreamscape.
Wait, what?
I can't seem too surprised that it was Rex and Lily. They definitely know how to keep themselves busy. If all goes according to plan, they'll be the first of many. I'll admit, it hurt pretty bad when they admitted that they didn't trust me. How am I untrustworthy? I've saved both of their lives at least once. And I helped them through that dreamscape. I gave them all the answers they could want. Mostly. Oh well, they'll learn soon enough. Just a shame that our little talk got interrupted. Don't those monsters know how to mind their own business? I was in the middle of something.
Wait, hang on, this doesn't make any sense. You show the papers to Somber in alarm.
How are mine and Lily's names on this page? This means this was written recently! It even talks about our time in that dreamscape!
A dreamscape? Somber brings a hand to his chin.
That was the other woodly domain we discovered in the forest, correct?
Yeah, that's the one. He considers the facts carefully.
The way this paper talks about us. It's like they were right there with us, helping us through it. But the only other person besides me and Lily was the mysterious voice.
Your eyes widen.
I think the author of these notes is our benefactor, Somber!
He blinks in surprise.
That is quite the plot twist,
he expresses.
Gathering more information from this individual would be just as advantageous as locating the Alacom Edict.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
This could be a huge breakthrough. We need to find the benefactor. The only way I could think to do that is by getting through that first door we found, you tell Somber. There's no other way we can go. Everywhere else is just blocked off. What if they're right there on the other side? I don't know about you, but I got a lot of questions for them. Somber considers your options. Rex, you're free to chase after your benefactor, but my first priority is my sister. Even if that door is the only pathway forward, I will use it to locate Solus, no matter what. Hey, I understand. Solus is still a priority, Somber. Don't worry. Let's go. Alrighty, we're making good strides. Let's try that on this door over here. Is that? Oh, huh. Look at that. There is a keyhole etched into the stone. Alright, let's see what happens. Sweet. Wicked. Vault room. Hey. You enter the vault, squinting in the darkness. Several braziers are scattered around the room, broken up by pedestals of ancient rusted items, and crates upon crates of stone and rubble. You walk over to the nearest pedestal in curiosity, taking the item off to observe it, and practically turns to dust in your hands. Whoa. This stuff is old. I doubt there's anything useful in this room. Somber frowns at the artifact in your hands. It appears to be too ancient. Although if we can return anything in one piece to the Gil Striders, I would not be against it. You set the artifact back down and dust off your palms. You gaze at each of the items carefully. Looking for something that could possibly match that Unity statue. How do you know it to be in this room? Somber asks you as he picks up another artifact experimentally. When he finds it is in decent shape structurally, he stores it at his coat. I don't, you state confidently. I'm just hoping that it is, because otherwise, I have no clue how to go through that door. You've already looked everywhere else. There's nothing wrong with optimism, Somber states. I just hope it isn't misplaced. Yeah, you and me both. These look like these could have been cool once upon a time. Dang. That sucks. Ugh. All this wood looks practically petrified. Like you could kick it and it would just shatter into dust. Dang it. And everything's not intact except for these, like, weird braziers. Yeah. Braziers. You look at the metal brazier and pause. You feel the wheel inside your head slowly begin turning as you stare at the metal bowl. It doesn't take long for your mind to wander back to this morning. Penelope presented you with 2 metal bowls, each one filled with a strange powder that bursts into flames after a single spell. You lift your gauntlet toward the braziers in front of you as you weigh your options. What if I... You wave your hand over the brazier and cause the dust to burst with magical fire. The fire does not take on the traditional color, however. The flame is a vibrant emerald green. Whoa! You exclaim in surprise. Somber quickly rushes to your side to observe the flames. How did you do that? I don't know. I just lit the dust inside on fire and it turned green? The dust. Somber considers your answer. He quickly takes out a scanner to look into the fire. His eyes widen as the scanner responds to the fire and produces a symbol for him. Fascinating. The scanner seems to imply that the fire is entirely powered by the viridescent school of earth magic. And that means... The colorful fire is not just a catalytic reaction of burning magic, but a powered representation of that magic type. I still don't get it. Try the other braziers, he urges you. You walk across the other braziers and quickly light them all with your gauntlet. Each fire glows with a different color. Yellow, purple, red, light blue, cyan, and white. Somber goes over to each of them and scans the magical contents of the fire. This yellow one appears to be healing, and this one's necromancy. It's fire, ice, lightning, and sorcery. Are those elements in viridescence? You frown at this realization. There has to be more to it. Why would these braziers represent viridescent elements? You think back to the statue and the size of the hands. The hands could hold one of these braziers. The hands could hold one of these braziers, at the same size. But which one should you pick? Do you know which type is more unity? How would you define that? I don't know, dude. You're the smart one. Which type of magic is more light and pure, like unity? Somber thinks about your question. I suppose sorcery deals in light spells. It's the same type of magic Arden Damaris himself uses. Perfect, that'll work. You walk over to the brazier and pick it up. Where are you going with that? Somber asks in confusion. Taking it to the statue, obviously. Come on! Oh, check that out. That's pretty. Alright. Elements of iridescent magic. That's what Somber said. That's pretty cool to think about, actually. So there are schools of magic, like viridescence and thaumaturgy and whatever else. And then within those, they have subcategories. So, like, Thaumcraft has aspects, and viridescence has elements. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, let's give this a shot. That work? Oh, it sure did! Sweet! Uh-oh. I knew it! Bad! Bad! No! Ah! Stop it! Alright. Solid. Alright, you aren't doing anything. Good. You are also not doing anything. I knew it! Stop it! Turn to dust! Alright, we're good. And there are spiders. Alright. Bring it on! They're bringing it on! Go down, go down, go down, go down! Got it. Ah! There's so many bats! Come on! Ah! Why are there so many bats? Ah! I need healing! Go down, please! Whew! Not even close. Alright, coast is clear. Whoa. Whoa, what? Check this out. Is this a bed? It's like a cot. This stuff? Some of it doesn't look as old. You look around the cluttered room in confusion. Is this really all that was past that locked door? You find yourself immediately underwhelmed by the sight that the statue is protecting. Place is bigger mess than the rest of the ruins, you mutter as you kick a stray strip of carpet. Indeed, Somber narrows his eyes. It surely cannot be everything. There's a passage over there, but... Your voice gets cut off from your throat. There's a couple of papers flutter on the ground, set in motion by a cool cavernous breeze. You walk over to the papers, and underneath them, and unearth them from the pieces of carpet and stray crates. Shoot! Of course someone ends up finding me here. What are the chances, right? This isn't good. Uh-oh. Can hear them talking all throughout the halls. Think I should be safe in this room, though.
There's only one way in, and the lock is solid. I doubt some stupid cultist can get through it. They wouldn't know something light if it slapped them across the face. Right. Still, how the heck did they manage to find me? Don't tell me they seriously searched through every random set of ruins until they just came across mine. Unless... No way, are they tracking me? Oh, that's not good. That is so not good. I gotta scram.
Oh, yeah, so, Somber, bad news. I don't think that benefactor's here anymore. You break the news.
What? How's that possible? Don't you think we would have seen something if they escaped? Not to mention the door would have been open. Unless they went through that cavern over there.
I think they're running from something. It says here that they found out someone was trying to break into the ruins and find them. Rex points out. Think those people are the Alakram Edict?
I'm not sure. You haven't seen any cultist activity. In fact, you haven't seen anything Edict in the slightest.
Well, there's still one more passage to investigate. Let's check it out. This one. Oh, careful.
Not you. Bad. Ah! Get out of my way!
Alrighty. Coast clear, I think. Alright.
That. Stop it. Stop. Stop.
Okay. Another bat. Huh?
Ah! Ow, 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 ow.
Did I hear an explosion? What was that? Ow.
Jesus.
These things don't let up.
Come on, go down.
Alright. I think it clears that out. Cool. Big chamber. It's another one of those statues. Huh. That's crazy.
Just run ahead.
Huh? Miley!
Hey, wow.
Solus!
Somber shouts immediately. He rushes to his sister's side and scoops her into his arms.
Somber!
She whines as she embraces him.
I was so worried for you. Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm okay.
She states with a smile. Her tail begins to raise itself up once more in joy.
I'm glad you guys are okay.
Right back at you. I don't believe some of the stuff we found down here.
I might have a couple of ideas.
Lily murmurs before looking back down at Solus and Somber. The siblings look up at both of you.
Thank you for helping us reunite with one another.
Somber states calmly.
Solus and I have not been separated like that in a very, very long time.
It's scary without Somber. I don't want that to ever happen again.
You guys really rely on each other, don't you?
More than you could possibly know.
Somber murmurs. Lily's expression softens sympathetically at the reunion of the siblings. However, she shakes her head and returns her attention to Rex.
Hopefully those cultists didn't give you too much trouble on your end.
Cultists? Oh, we didn't find any cultists. We actually found something way weirder.
Wait, seriously? Wait, you didn't see any cultists?
Nope. Rex shakes his head. The ruins are pretty quiet. Aside from some crazy moving statues, angry bats, and the stone golem things. But the weirdest part was the logs we found. Rex takes out one of the slips of paper he discovered in the ruins. Look at this one. This has our names on it. And it talks about the dreamscapes too.
How is that possible?
I don't know. But I think it must have something to do with that weird voice we heard. I think whoever they are, they live in these ruins. Or lived, at least.
You didn't find them?
No. Rex shakes his head. But we did find a cot and some books back there. Obviously someone was here. But we don't know where they are now. Lily brings a hand to her chin.
Hmm. That makes sense, actually. And it lines up with what I found.
She continues as she passes a note to Rex.
Our side of the ruins was swarming with cultists. According to their logs, they found these ruins because they were tracking a powerful light presence.
I think our weird benefactor was that presence?
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Lily asks.
Arden also mentioned a moving light presence, but he was so sure that it couldn't be a person. What if he was wrong? What if we've already met that presence ourselves?
Just never saw them in person. Rex finishes her sentence. Arden and the Edict have been tracking the same presence, and that presence
Was the voice in the dreamscape.
There's silence for some time as you both stare at one another. However, your thoughts are interrupted as a new voice enters the fray.
Hey, what's the big idea? Did you seriously just knock your way through all of my guys? I needed those morons. Some people are so rude nowadays.
You all jolt as the voice echoes throughout the room. Solus and Somber glance around as well, clinging to one another tightly. You recognize the voice. The tones and pitch are the exact same as the one on the other side of the portal in the corrupted mines.
Who are you?
And where are you? There's a quiet giggling that bounces off the walls. You snap your heads in every direction as you try to catch a glimpse of the individual. Eventually, you notice a shadow moving on the farthest wall. You watch as a young woman walks into the light with a pleased grin on her face. Lily's heart sinks into her chest. She's seen this person before.
Wait. You were in Belthram.
Peekaboo!
She waves at you.
You found me. Usually my introductions are a lot cooler, but you caught me without my entourage.
Enough joking around.
Lily lifts her bow. She immediately notches an arrow at the stranger.
Who are you?
Just another member of the search party.
She states plainly.
Speaking of, me and my guys were looking for someone. Apparently they were camping out here. Know anything about that?
Why would we tell you that?
You can't even help me out.
She raises an eyebrow.
But you...
However, she pauses. She narrows her eyes at you both, recognition slowly beginning to twinkle amid her irises.
Hey! Wait a second, I know you two! You were in those mines before, weren't you?
She points at Lily.
You shot me multiple times!
So you are the one on the other side of the portal.
Duh! Someone has to open those things. What? Did you think just anyone can pop those gates open? Give me some more credit.
You stuck me and Somber on a ledge!
I also did that. Yeah.
You're a member of the Olacrum Edict, right? Just who exactly are you?
You can call me Blythe. Nice to meet ya.
Blythe. Where have I heard that before? Lily narrows her eyes.
That was the name of the reports I found. So you're the one in charge of this little operation?
I don't know if I'd say that. I'm here because of my lady, after all. But if you want to call me the big boss, I won't deny it. I'm really only here because of my lady's orders. Whatever it takes to counteract the light, right?
Whatever it takes. You're endangering people, just like in the mines.
Worrying about people who get in my way wasn't my job description. Besides, that was just in the mines. Now I've got a different objective.
What would that be? Somber asks hesitantly, still clutching Solus.
At first, we just wanted to cause a little trouble for the city of Erwin. After all, there's no place in Mythos any brighter right now. It's so annoying. But then, we detected some strange light presence starting between places out here. Whoever that presence belongs to could be the key to what's going on around here. The awakening, the influx of light energy, all of it.
So we were right. You and the Star Seekers are both trying to track our benefactor.
Your benefactor?
Blythe tilts her head curiously.
Well, isn't that a shocker? Don't tell me you know the entity I'm trying to find. Isn't that convenient?
Lily's jaw tightens.
What's with that look? Got something on your mind?
Blythe smiles. She puts her hands up and laughs awkwardly.
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot.
I didn't think you had that ace up your sleeve.
Consider me interested.
Interested?
Listen, I'm totally willing to leave Heroin alone. I won't do anything else in the city while I chase this lead. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need you two to come with me.
She brings a hand to her chin.
Since you seem to know so much, my lady's gonna have some questions for you.
Why do you think we would go anywhere with you?
You say that like I was asking. It wasn't a question. You're coming with me.
No, they're not!
Solus jumps up. She stands protectively in front of the two of you with her wand at the ready.
You're not doing anything to our friends!
I agree.
Sombra nods. He rushes to Solus' side to defend you.
You've already proven yourself to be heinous and untrustworthy. Not to mention your allegiance to such a malicious organization.
If you want them, you have to go through me first!
Guys, be careful!
Why does everyone have to play the hero at the most inconvenient times? This isn't about you two, so just stay out of the way for now, okay?
She waves her hand mystically over the ground. A crimson glow appears underneath Solus and Somber as they both begin to fall into swirling portals. Eep! Solus cries out in alarm.
Solus! Somber!
Another red glow materializes in your peripheral vision as Solus and Somber disappear from in front of you and fall out of a nearby portal into a small cage. Blythe claps her hands together.
There we go. No more distractions.
She cracks her knuckles, staring at the two of you.
So, are we gonna do this the easy way? Or the hard way?
Is that even a question? You're gonna pay for what you did.
Hard way it is! I love a good play fight. And a 2-on-1 should make things much more interesting. Here I come!
Oh crap!
Okay, there's two of us. One of them. They can't possibly win,
Who
right?
is this chick?
I don't know! I like them much better when they're on the other side of a portal.
Oh,
Speaking
crap.
of,
Oh,
behind
I
you!
see this cage, Solus and Somber.
Ow, 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 ow! What was that? I didn't even.
Try to get rid of the portals!
They're portals?
Yes! There are portals!
Where's the portal?
I got rid of it!
Ah,
Things are behind you!
I don't even see anything.
Another one up there! To the right!
Ah!
Good work! Woo!
Watch out! What is that weird stuff?
I don't know, but I really don't want to find out.
Okay, she's spookier than the other guys we fought.
Yeah, tell me about it. Cultists I ran into
Careful!
along the way did nothing.
Careful!
Here.
Oh, never thought I'd appreciate this more. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep out for any more portals. Oh!
Careful.
Yep. See it.
You can dodge out of the way. Just be light on her.
Why is she so scary? Ah! Help! 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 Help!
Trying. Shoot, another portal in the back over there. I'm gonna try
Don't
to
worry,
get
I
you
can.
You're doing great. Spooky eye coming for you. I'll try to snipe it. Nice. What? Behind you.
Pick me up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Lily lunges toward the cultist with her dagger, slashing in a frenzy with gritted teeth as the green-haired woman stumbles backward. Lily roars as her dagger slices into Blythe with a flourish. However, when Lily's dagger completes her strike, a strange, dark substance coats her blade and splatters across the floor. A dark goo collects in puddles around the woman, as the wound itself seems to resemble black tar. Lily pauses in sudden confusion as Blythe frowns and places her hand on the injury.
Ugh! What the heck is that?
Hey!
The woman shouts as she glances down at her sides.
That's no fair! It's our first official meeting and you're already making me spill my guts to you! Literally!
There's an awkward silence as she laughs at her joke.
Get it? Spill my guts? I really crack myself up sometimes. Ah! Crack myself up! I'm on a roll! What are you? Nothing you'd understand.
She states as she stifles her own laughter. More of the strange black goo seems to spill from her body.
Are you just gonna stand there? Or are we gonna finish this?
I don't want any of that sludge near me!
Rex recoils as he pinches his nose.
Avoid the pools!
Ah! What is that stuff?
I don't know, but I don't want to find out.
It's like black goo!
I'd rather avoid her guts.
Why does she secrete black goo?
I don't know.
Yeah! Ah! Ah! It's on me! It's on me! It's on me! It's on
Get
me!
it off! Get it off!
Ah! It's like moving! What the heck?
What the? Shoot!
Oh, I think I'm spreading it! I think I'm spreading it!
Shoot!
Careful, careful, be really careful about that stuff.
Oh!
Ugh. Be careful.
I can't.
Hold on, there's an eye!
Shoot!
Come here!
Feel the
Bleh.
prick.
Ah. It's every time I slash her, she just spills more! What is she made out of? It's like her entire body is goo! What are you?
Right, let me try to figure something out. Where did I put those weaknesses?
Lily, careful!
Ah! Shoot! Thank you for the pick me up. Look, I'm gonna try to get you an opening.
All right.
Where'd she go?
She's
Over
like, I don't know what she's doing. I think she was prepping something. Ah, and she spilled again.
Oh man. Go!
Okay, sure! Eat fire!
Ah!
That helps with the substance problem, I think.
Ah! Only a little bit, only a little bit, only a little bit!
Can't miss, I only have so many of these.
Watch out for the puddles, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to get another angle on her.
Watch out, careful, careful!
Ah!
Ah!
Ah,
Very careful. Here.
thank you. Shoot! Go for it! Hit her!
You got her?
I'm going! Yeah! Oh, no, 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 no!
Hit by it!
No, yep, that is, oh, it's horrible!
Careful, be careful.
Oh, I'm feeling so sick.
What is this stuff? It's so gross!
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh, it's everywhere!
we both get hit by it?
It is everywhere. Be careful.
Ugh. I have one more arrow. Ugh. Shoot!
The woman jumps back with a nervous grin.
You think you're taking this a little too seriously? It's not like I'm trying to kill you. I'm just trying to abduct you. It's no big deal.
That's no big deal to you?
Come on. When I said we'd do things the hard way, I didn't mean you have to make things difficult.
She gulps as you swing another blade at her, which she avoids in the nick of time.
Seriously, can you cut that out? You're gonna hurt someone with that thing.
Are you worried about getting someone hurt? Are you hearing yourself?
Ugh.
She groans as she wipes some sweat out from her brow.
It started off fun, but now we're both seriously getting on my nerves.
She lifts her hand, readying another spell.
Just stay still and let me capture you. No way.
You got her on the ropes! Solus cheers from the nearby cage.
Keep it up and stay vigilant, my friends! Who knows what tricks she may have up her sleeve?
Somber supports you. Come on! We're wearing her out! I don't think she's got too much of that. Go! What is that? What is that? It's like fog! Ah! Ow, 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 ow! Okay, it hurts really bad. It does not feel pleasant. A little known fact. That's that weird thing. Watch out, Lily!
Here. Shoot.
Watch out for the smoke on the ground. Yeah!
Understood.
Yeah! Ah! I stepped in the puddle again! Dang it!
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Ow! Careful, watch out! Some of the smoke is clearing up at least. Not so much of the goo. Ah!
What is she doing?
Sorry, there's more everywhere.
No.
She's leaking it! Ah! She's leaking it everywhere she goes now. Like, actually.
Oh. More portals.
Ah!
This isn't feeling great, Rex.
No one, really! It's everywhere!
Shoot.
Come on!
Yeah.
Blythe suddenly waves her hands around frantically.
Stop, 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 stop.
She cuts off the fight quickly as she stumbles back.
This is no fair. It's 2 versus 1.
Aren't you the one who said that made things more interesting?
I changed my mind. Ugh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
She looks between the two of you with narrow eyes.
I need to take both of you with me, but obviously you're making it impossible.
For a moment, her fingers fiddle with a strange band around her neck. She tugs at it gently, before suddenly pausing. A smirk steadily appears on her face as she lowers her arms, and her hand slowly slithers down into her pocket, where her fingers latch around something. Her eyes widen slightly as she removes a foggy crystal from her garments.
What's that?
The young woman doesn't respond as she stares at the crystal contemplatively.
I didn't want to use this now. I needed it for that light person I was chasing, but since you're making things harder for me...
She holds it up.
My lady won't mind, right? Hopefully she'll forgive me enough to replace it. Hey, wait a second. Get off! Great. Awesome. That worked out.
Hey! What did you just do to them, huh? You're gonna regret it, you hear me?
Relax. They're just unconscious. No big deal. Now, I'll just take you two with me. What?
Somber? What's with that look on his face? It's like he's not even tired anymore.
I'm not sure, Solus, but maybe. Huh?
Hey! That's cheating! Lay back down so I can take you, dang it!
Oh, we're not going anywhere.
You both squint as you come back to. Your head is pounding, and your limbs ache from the fight. What happened? Blythe crushed some kind of crystal, and then your memories go blank. Ow! My head's killing me!
No kidding. Ugh.
You take a moment to adjust to the sudden light as you look around the room. Sure enough, you're in the exact same cavern you apparently fell asleep in. However, this time, Blythe is nowhere to be seen.
Next, Lily!
Somber's voice sounds from your right. You both simultaneously glance in the direction. Solus and Somber wave at you from within the cage.
Thank you to you're both awake! Would you mind helping us out of here?
Oh, right.
You rush over to the cage. Rex takes a moment to fiddle with the lock before Lily nudges him aside and brutally clobbers it with the hilt of her dagger. After a short struggle, the latch on the cage snaps and the door squeaks open.
Yay! Freedom!
Solus cheers as she rushes out of the cage. She zooms around the room excitedly in an effort to stretch her limbs. Somber sighs in relief.
You were unconscious for quite some time. Part of me feared that you'd never awaken. It was quite the horrible thought.
What the heck happened?
After that Blythe woman crushed the crystal, it produced a dark mist that put you both to sleep,
Somber explains.
After that, she intended on dragging you away and leaving Solus and I here.
But then Rex stood up, and Blythe was like, "How are you standing?" And he was like, "I'm not going anywhere." And he challenged her to a fight.
Solus interjects.
What? Solus is right,
Somber confirms.
It was all quite strange. After you challenged her, she became frightened and quickly escaped through another crimson portal.
His hands fiddle with the thermic scanner in his grip. He purses his lips as though he has more to say, but his gaze is glued on to Rex curiously.
I don't remember any of that.
Maybe you did it in your sleep?
I guess. I don't know how that's possible, though. And again, this world is magic. Maybe some kind of spell?
He looks back at Somber hopefully.
It could have been something from that book we read out of. I'm not sure. It was all very bizarre.
And super cool.
Well, whatever it was, it did get us out of a tight spot. If it weren't for your weird sleep talking, that girl could have taken us to her lady or whatever she said. You may have just saved us big time.
Man, wish I remember actually doing it. Oh, sounds awesome.
Well, it was clearly enough to intimidate her.
Lily murmurs as she brings a hand to her chin. You thinking of something?
I'm just considering everything we learned. On one hand, we have a lot more answers about how she planted the crown shard, not to mention what their motivations were in doing so. And, according to what you found, we know that the light presence Arden was tracking at the castle is the voice from the dreamscape.
And the Alakram Edict also appears to be after them. Luckily, in the meantime, they aren't focused on the city.
Yeah, but now that this Blythe knows we're connected, she's gonna keep causing problems for us.
That doesn't sound good.
It certainly does not bode well. However, let us not focus on the negatives.
While this expedition was utterly horrifying, it provided a great deal of valuable information by the looks of it.
Definitely. We're one step closer to figuring out what's going on here.
So what should we do next?
Arden said in the castle that there shouldn't be anything light enough to create the presence he's been tracking. So just who exactly has been watching us?
I don't know. But I'm pretty keen on finding out. We'll just have to get to them before the edict does.
Fair point. Should also probably focus on getting out of these ruins, though.
Obviously, that was part of the plan, too. We can't stay down here forever. Fortunately, I only have the way out right here.
Lily withdraws one of the keys she found among the cultists.
I think this will unlock the door Solus and I found, which will lead us back to the entrance.
Sweet! Sooner we can get out of here, the better.
Arthur's probably worried sick. We should return to the Gil Striders Hall, Guild Hall immediately. He'll want to hear all about what we've learned.
I cannot speak.
Fenris probably isn't too happy with me either. I rushed out on him this morning to find Rex without an explanation. You'd think he'd be used to it by now, but I still get an earful every time I come back home.
Lily suddenly pauses in her tracks.
Dang it! I still didn't find Aiden a tutor.
Tutor? Somber glances back curiously.
The entire reason I came looking for Rex was to ask if he could help teach a friend of mine magic. But Rex doesn't know of any iridescence. Then I thought I could ask Solus, but with everything going on and the cultists and the ruins, it wasn't the right time.
You wanted me to teach your friend iridescence?
Solus tilts her head.
That's probably not the best idea.
Somber bites his lip as he glances down at Solus.
Why not?
Well, Solus is quite talented in her capability to use a wand. I'm afraid her ability to understand the concepts of iridescence is limited.
I don't really know how I do magic. I just point my wand and say the words and things blow up. Somber's the one who teaches me all the cool stuff I can do.
She's quite a fast learner.
Wait, so you know the concepts behind iridescence, Somber?
Indeed!
Yeah, he's pretty good at it too. While we were going through the dungeon, we found this tome of spells. Wait, it was a prayer book, and he could actually translate them. Really helped us out of a bind.
You flatter me, Rex. But perhaps we can discuss this outside of the ruins. Or, better yet, back at the guild hall. I'm eager to return to Arrow and deliver our report to Arthur.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's head out.
Can't wait to get back and lay down and sleep. And probably
You and
dream
me
of
both.
weird goo. I'm not gonna think about that.
It's just over here.
Jeez, what the heck is their problem, huh? I don't know how, but that guy seriously gave me the creeps near the end. If I stuck around any longer, he could have... Ugh, whatever. It doesn't matter anyways. If they won't help me, then fine. It's not the first time I lost something important. But if I mess up again, my lady might...
Rex and Lily.